heartbreaking new details emerging on a deadly shooting in Alameda County. What we're learning about the victim who was working to better himself and his community.
It's hard to meet someone and know that they show up and then he was murdered like an animal down the street.
Well, we begin in Oakland, where our heartbroken family is mourning the death of a man who is working to provide a brighter future for himself and the community he called home. Good evening. I'm Ryan Yamamoto.
And I'm Elizabeth Cook. This all comes at a time when the city is seeing a sharp decline in murders. But as Da Lin reports, that's little consolation to the family of Billy Williams and all those who lost loved ones to violence.
Neighbors created this makeshift memorial on Wilson Street. The victim collapsed and died at that back fence there next to this apartment building after he was shot.
Yes, my name is Billy Williams. And
his family identified 47-year-old Billy Williams as the man killed on Thursday in the Diamond District. He had started working for Ken Houston and the Beautification Council roughly 2 months ago.
He was responsible, he was on time, and he just said he just needed a chance that he couldn't get anywhere else. People would turn him down because of his record.
Ken says Billy wanted to turn his life around after spending about 10 years in jail. So he hired him over the summer to clean up homeless encampments and the streets.
I was down and out, down on my luck. I didn't have no funds, no job, no employment, and I was in the streets hustling. And I encountered him, and, you know, he put me in a position to where I am now. Got a job, nice clothes.
It's hard to meet someone and know that they show up and then he was murdered like an animal down the street.
Police say the shooting happened just after 5 p.m. on Thursday. They say someone fired multiple rounds, hitting a car and killing Billy. Police say Billy was with or near a group of people when the shooting happened. It's unclear if he was the intended target. Investigators are still looking for a motive, and no one has been arrested. Neighbors tell me they heard about 6 to 8 shots.
When they hear the gunshots, they're not running no more because we just hear it so many times, the gunshots and stuff. You know, people are tired. You know, people are tired of.
Police say homicides are down, comparing this year to the same period last year. 69 homicides this year, compared to 96 last year. Police credit the crime prevention program, Operation Ceasefire, as one of the reasons for the decline.
Person-to-person communication from both members of the police department as well as members of our Department of Violence Prevention and our community-based organizations that we work with throughout the city that are giving the message to those that would likely be involved in violent crime, either as a victim or a suspect, asking them to put the guns down and offering services. And I think that we're seeing a huge return just in this short time that we've reinstated the program.
Ken supports Operation Ceasefire, but wants even more job opportunities for those at risk, like Billy. He says Billy lost his son to gun violence in Oakland last year, and his 19-year-old daughter is now fighting cancer.
This is a person I hugged. This is a person that I touched. I cried with him about his daughter. I cried with him about his son. Now this man was murdered down the street like an animal, and the individuals that did it don't know what they're doing.
I reached out to the family. The victim's wife says she's dealing with a lot of pain, a lot of trauma, and a lot of sadness. She says she's not ready to speak to the media at this time.